Teachers, did you know that you are a better investor than day traders? I was going down the internet rabbit hole as one does, and I found this clip or article that says teachers are better investors than pretty much anyone else. And this is from 2015, so it's pretty old, but I have a feeling it's still accurate. And let's get into why teachers are better investors than pretty much anyone else. So the article goes into OpenFolio releasing data that over a 12-month period ending in February 2015, teachers saw a 10.2% return on their investments compared to the average, which was 7.6%. And teachers beat technology professionals, people in the finance industry, and sadly also obliterated government workers who only earned 3.4% on their investments. Not sure what's happening there. But why is that happening with teachers? Well, some common themes that they found among teacher investors are that teachers are way more patient than other investors, and honestly, not surprised. I spent 2 years in the classroom, and I feel like that did more for me to build my patience than anything else in life. And then two, they are also into passive investing, and basically they're not trying to trade investments as often, which means that you're going to do better because you're staying in the market. It's all about time in the market instead of timing the market. Yeah, teachers, it says, aren't sold on individual stocks. That's like at the very top, so I don't know if that's cut out, but teachers are much more likely than the average investor to invest in mutual funds than in single stocks. And that is another way to get higher returns, because research has shown that people think that they can pick individual stocks, but they actually perform a lot worse than they think, because there's just so much happening, so many variables. So there are like hedge fund managers that get paid millions of dollars and they still can't figure out like which stocks are going to perform better, individual stocks, than the rest. So choosing a basket, a mutual fund, an index fund, and so on, index ETF, like that does better usually, especially for like the average person. And then going back to passive trading again, at the very end of this article, it talks about how the majority of teachers are women, and women have been shown to be better investors. There's a few different research articles and reports that I've read about that, and it's because women tend to not trade as often as men. We're more likely to, again, be patient and hold on to investments instead of trying to like buy and sell, buy and sell, buy and sell. And like, anecdotally, I've seen this with my parents. Like, my dad is a day trader and he tries to like time the market all the time. And I compared, like, what if he had just stuck his money into an index fund over the last 30 years of my life, and he would have had probably triple the amount of money that he currently has, because he just thinks he can outperform the market. But another thing about teachers, I think that, this isn't in the article, but I think that teachers also are humble enough to not think that they can outperform the market, and instead, use mutual funds, index funds, ETFs, instead of picking individual stocks, and that helps get better returns for teachers. All right, teachers, this is your investment pep talk. You can do it, and you can do it better than a lot of other people. All right.